Yo, what is going on YouTube? What's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for hitting play on this video today, man. Today, we're checking out some Depeche Mode, People Are People. This is a donation request coming from Buy Me a Coffee. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and read this one off, man. It says, Depeche Mode, People Are People. Hey buddy, fell in love with your extensive reactions to my favorite band, Pink Floyd, almost a year ago. Binged them all, and I must say, that got me hooked on you. And you're off to a great start with my second favorite band of all time, Depeche Mode. So happy you dig their music too. Here's a song that reinforces what you tell us often. It's why you speak to me as a healer and important voice for the future. Hey, appreciate that, man. I'm glad we see eye to eye on some things. That's awesome, man. That's brilliant. Pink Floyd, that was a very fun rabbit hole. I still have more to get into from them. I remember I hit a big roadblock when I did a reaction to Brick in the Wall. Is that the name of the album, or The Wall? The album that I was gonna do next, and like my video just got hard blocked and denied because it had like 3 or 4 songs. I think 4 songs in it at once, and it all got blocked, and I was just like, oh man. But it's been long enough that maybe I could do one song at a time. I just don't know if that's how people would like to hear The Wall be done. But anyway, off on that tangent, back on this one right here with Depeche Mode, man. Depeche Mode has definitely been a fun ride, definitely enjoyable. I am a sucker for 80s sounds. I've said that time and time again on this channel. Seems like those two things, progressive bands, and then you've got like the 80s bands, man. Those are just realms I love, lanes that I love to be in. So no surprise to me that I ended up loving what I've heard so far from Depeche Mode. But let's go ahead, dive into People Are People. I haven't heard of this song before, so this is all fresh, brand new to me. I believe we've got a video here to check out with it. So let's go ahead and hit play, see what we're diving into today. Thank you for the donation request, man. Appreciate y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description, and consider becoming a member on my YouTube Patreon, guys. That's the best way to help me out, man. Best way to keep the channel alive. Appreciate it. Here we go. Very industrial. Wicked beat, dope meaning. That's a dude. Lyrically, this might be my favorite from Depeche Mode, man. Honestly, with the lyrical message, this might be my favorite from Depeche Mode. This is definitely a subject that, on the inside, I'm very passionate about, and when I talk to my friends, sometimes this is kind of the conversations we tend to go down. I don't like to talk about politics and religion, even with my closest friends and family. I just don't like to talk about those things. I see what it does to people and the fire it ignites in people when you disagree. Can't stand it, man. I don't like controversy, don't like conflict. I only deal with it when I have to. I don't want to partake in it. But sometimes when I find somebody who I see as level-headed, that we can have a conversation and have differences and not let it escalate to a place of like viciousness, I can appreciate having those conversations only then, when I feel like you're the kind of person that we can see different. Maybe we can get passionate about our stance, but we're not going to let it affect us. Like, that's only when I'm like, okay, man, we can do this. And this is kind of one of those things that we've discussed, and this is so crazy the way this song just kind of breaks it down. Help me understand what makes a man hate another man. And he's talking about pretty much we should hate each other. We should be at each other's throats. And that's the thing about these things that separate us, man. They're all taught, right? It's all taught. All these things that divide us were all taught to us. And even when you get to a age of better understanding, or that point in your life where you better understand how these tactics help divide us, for some people it still just doesn't click, and they're still willing to just hate each other. Now, I also talk about how none of us are perfect, and I'm not a saint either, okay? I talk the way I want to walk, but sometimes I'm going to stumble and sometimes I'm going to fall. We're all like that. But I think it's very important, and I think you're a winner if you can at least recognize those things and work on yourself and continue to work on yourself, and not just accept that once you realize there's a flaw in your personality, maybe to attack a group or type of people, whatever, to work on that and fix it and not just let it remain, and then don't teach that to the next generation. But we see that a lot, man. We see hate breeds hate. It happens, right? It's taught to us. I've seen some people that I've just been surprised, even people well older than me, that I would just think, where is that self-awareness that you can grow from these things that you know are clearly wrong? But man, this is a powerful song. It's very impactful. But yeah, so enough with what I'm thinking about it. Definitely a song that charges the thought process, man. So I appreciate that. I definitely like thinking about these things, even though I might not talk about them openly all the time. Definitely appreciate rolling the ideas around in my head, and at least, hoping that in interactions we can make this place a little bit better, man. That'd be dope. So let's go ahead and check this one out. Depeche Mode, People Are People. All right, so we got People Are People right here from Depeche Mode, released in 1984. Okay, and there you go. You got the industrial sound happening right there, man. The songwriter on this one is Mr. Martin Gore. Okay, it says, as with many Depeche Mode songs, the band members see different meanings in People Are People. According to Martin Gore, the song is about racism. Alan Wilder adds that it could also be about war. Oh, 100%. I'm thinking anything that divides people in a negative sense. That's the way I felt it. In every an umbrella about that. War, the way we're taught to hate each other, racism, disability. It could be disability, anything that separates somebody from you in your mind, where you have to target them negatively with thoughts, and you already don't like somebody before you even know them. I think that is what this song is to me. Okay, because he even said as much about not even knowing each other. Like, pretty much you hate somebody that you don't even know. And there are people just with that mindset, whether it be the color of your skin, whether it be your affiliation to something, they already hate you without knowing you. And I think that's very interesting, because me and my closest group of friends right now, we are on so many different paths when it comes to what our beliefs are in the world. But since we talk about none of our political thoughts, and we really talk none about our religious thoughts, which are the two hot button topics in my opinion, and we don't discuss those things regularly, like, we get along great. But I promise you, if our conversations were 90% about those two subjects, you would start finding real strife in it. And it just sucks, because I'm like, I'm glad we don't talk about that stuff, because we have so much more in common when we're not discussing that stuff. And that's what's important to me. Maybe not everybody out there in the world. That's what's important to me. In 1990, Dave Gahan listed the song amongst some of the music he regrets, calling People Are People too nice, too commercial. It has not been played live since 1988. Though Gore has distaste to the song, he also recognizes that without it, we might not have been around as a band right now. Dang, they haven't played this one. I really like this one. That's a shame. I think this is a powerful message. I think it's an amazing message. It's definitely, like I said, lyrically probably my favorite right now of Depeche Mode, but that's kind of lame they don't play it. This was the first song of ours that made a dent really into popular radio, said Gahan in 2017. We were using all these tape loops to create rhythms, and the technology was quite advanced, but it wasn't like it is today. The things that you can do. We used to go into the studios, and the first thing we'd ask where the kitchen was, literally for pots and pans and things that we could throw down the stairs and record the rhythms. They would make crashing sound and then make it into the loops. Yeah, so when I was hearing that, that really made me feel like, is that where the industrial sound's coming from? Because it sounds like banging on pipes, gears switching, like it really sounds what you could imagine in a factory, in an industrial sense. So I was wondering if that's where the word came from, the term. But great choice, man. Great choice right here. Thank you for handpicking this one and sending it my way. I definitely appreciate you for that, man. Thanks so much. I hope all of y'all enjoyed rocking out with me on this reaction. Let me know more from Depeche Mode. Once again, man, consider becoming a member on my YouTube Patreon. Best way to keep the channel up and running, man. Thank y'all so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the description. I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace.